first thing I want to get to today, there was an article this week in the Times about how is Tampa Bay's real estate market Florida's best kept secret. And, my answer to that in short is yes, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information just so you can understand if you're a home buyer or home seller out there, kind of some of the differences of, our real estate market compared to some others across the state and why I think that article makes so much sense. And it focused a lot on South Florida because I think there was a real estate conference down there, and the reporter went to, to South Florida and spoke to some real estate people. And, I have a lot of friends that work in South Florida in the real estate business, and I kind of hear the stories about the prices down there and how many higher-end homes sell, and we're starting to see kind of a migration of people that buy second homes or luxury properties from South Florida starting to come here and buy homes. It's usually a good sign that people are recognizing we are a value. And the number of Canadians, number of international folks that have come and bought in our market, that's a market we target, our listings to, but the rest of the country taking notice and buying properties in Tampa Bay is usually a good sign. I think everything that happened with the lightning made us a target. The development that Jeff Finnick is working on downtown makes us a target. All those things keep us newsworthy and have people paying attention to Tampa Bay, I think more so than we've seen in a long time. And when you compare our prices to some of the other waterfront, markets in Florida, when you look at West Palm, you look at, South Florida, you even look at Orlando in some of their resort areas, we still look like a great bargain. So, it is pretty clear that, Florida is, or Tampa Bay is a great opportunity in Florida compared to some of the other markets, specifically on price, because our prices are still, very, very affordable comparably. So, a lot of, interesting, discussions about that, and it almost comes back to how local real estate can be, because someone might say, well, hey, what's the difference between Tampa and Sarasota? And with us opening an office down there, it's a drastically different market. The saturation rates are different, the inventory, the price points, and it's amazing how different real estate can be just 5 minutes away, even from neighborhood to neighborhood. So it reminds us that real estate is still very, very local. Anytime you see statistics that are talking about, national statistics and things like that, they don't necessarily always apply because of local trends that can change things. You can have a neighborhood that had, a lot of foreclosures or a lot of vacation owners that are looking to sell. We've had even neighborhoods 5 minutes away from each other where one neighborhood's extremely hot and homes are selling in weeks for bidding wars, and then, a neighborhood 5 minutes away could have just an influx of the number of homes for sale, and the market's saturated and it's hard to sell in that neighborhood because of that. An example would be, we're starting to see a lot of baby boomers look to sell and downsize, or downsize to a small home here and buy another home somewhere else. And in those neighborhoods that are really saturated with baby boomers, we're seeing some of those markets be unhealthy right now compared to all the great news you're hearing about Tampa. Some of those neighborhoods are not experiencing that same boom because of just local statistics.